Welcome to another live, my friends. It would have been funnier if you could have seen it. There's a chair here. Another live. This is a motivational live. Not every video needs to be about tutorials, right? Not every freaking video I'm going to make is going to be showing you how to use Luma Booth or talking about, growing your business, building a website, or any of that. This is a motivational live for anybody that needs a little bit of uplifting, a little bit more pep in your step. Unknown user, bro, good to see a new podcast. Thank you so much, my friend. I saw your comment on the video and it made me excited, and it reminded me that that some of you guys like the podcast. I forget, right? A lot of our views on on this YouTube channel is from tutorials, right? And that's kind of what's really grown this channel. So it's good to know you guys like the podcast. But motivation. Look, tomorrow can be the day that you win. Today can be the day that you win. So if you're, struggling in your business, or if you don't even have your business yet, just know that me, right, Drew, I was once a newbie. There was a time where I knew nothing. And I'm telling you, 10 years ago, a decade ago, it was not as easy to learn how to run a photo booth as it is today. Back in the day, I'm not going to lie, it was pretty damn easy to get leads. All you had to do is have a Craigslist account. But the process of learning the software, getting the right output, there was no tutorials. So you already are in a better place than most people that have started in the past. Just don't give up. Tomorrow can be that day where you do get that lead. That I like to call it that golden egg, right? This is what I love about this business, right? There are some clients that can be considered your golden egg. We have a corporate client of ours, one of many, but the one that you guys see me post because I've talked about it with them and they're okay with me posting content. 22 events in 1 year from one customer. I have to see exactly how much money we've made this year and how much, but I think it's around $30,000, if not more, from one client, you guys. These opportunities out here exist, and you won't get to it if you give up or if you don't level up your effort. I want to hop on here and give you guys a little bit of just motivation. Get excited because, look, if you want to set yourself up for long-term success in the photo booth business, in any business, you have to show up every day. How bad do you want it, right? I know it's easy for me to sit here and say that because you guys see all my success. I've been doing it for 10 years, but I can tell you guys, there was a time where I didn't know shit. I didn't know anything. I've made almost every stupid mistake that you can make in this business. So if God's given you the gift of giving you your photo booth journey or your business journey in today's day and age, you have a blessing and you have a gift. There should be no reason for you guys not to figure something out with this business. There's no gatekeeping. There's no group of some secret photo booth owners that have information that you don't have. All of this stuff exists online already. Shoot, on my videos, I've gone over almost every single thing that I've learned, every little step that has made me tons of money, and I'm giving you guys the blueprint. You don't need to buy a course. You don't need to join some inner circle or anything. You guys have that information. So Philip is saying, hey, Drew, Philip from Raleigh, North Carolina. Love it, Philip. We will be neighbors in 2 years. I'm moving about in a little county called Alamance County. It's like a little city called Mebane. We're about 20 minutes from Durham, 25 minutes from Durham. So we'll be neighbors. So I would love to know anyone here that is watching. You guys I see 11 people are here in this live. What are some struggles that you want to overcome in your business? Let's just talk about it. Let's have an open, honest line of communication here. And the people that I see that succeed in this business or in any business are people that are honest with themselves and have no problem with looking themselves in the mirror. I have zero patience for people that are complaining that I'm not finding success in the photo booth business or it's oversaturated. Zero empathy, but we need to be honest with ourselves. If there's a problem with the business, it's easy to sit there and blame your industry, right? It's easy to sit there and blame the market, but it's not easy to sit there and blame yourself. I see it all the time, man. People ready to give up, and if you could package up motivation and inspiration and sell it, like it would be the number one seller item ever. So, unknown user is saying, I need to get better with organization. Bro, me too. That is something that is definitely a little on the difficult side for me, but luckily my business partner, my life partner, my wife helps me with that. One thing that she's really good at is allowing technology to take some of that load in that organization. So, get a CRM, a client relation management tool like HoneyBook. HoneyBook keeps everything so organized for us, meaning when we get a lead or a booking, it goes through HoneyBook. It creates a portal. So let's just say Jasmine. Jasmine books, she fills out the booking form, she pays the deposit, she signs the contracts, she has a bunch of emails that she's been messaging us. HoneyBook keeps everything organized. You get to see who's paid the deposits. You can write notes and say, hey, okay, Jasmine owes us $550 a week before the event. You can set up your payments and schedule them. So organization, HoneyBook is a must. If we're talking about tracking expenses, my favorite way to do it in my own personal way of tracking my expenses is we make all of our purchases on, well, I'm not going to show you guys, credit cards. We have cards. We have bank accounts. When it comes to taxes, biggest piece of advice I can give to you guys is find a CPA that is also a business owner. These are the perfect people to do your taxes because, one, they know the law code, but more importantly, they know the law as it freaking benefits to business owners. So they're going to, whatever, because think about this. If you find someone to do your taxes that's also a business owner, you better bet that they have tried to save themselves as much money as possible. They use all the new laws that are tax credits as possible for themselves, and they can apply it to you. If you're going to freaking, I don't know, what H&R Block, most of those people, that's their job. They're not business owners. So me personally, I found a hidden gem. My CPA, she's the best. She's also a business owner, real estate agent, and all of this. So she is definitely working the system to make sure she's paying as little as possible in taxes, and she's doing the same for me. So I highly recommend let a professional do that. You're killing me, Larry. What's up? What's up? So let's get some motivation here, right? It's crazy that I can even say this. It's like official. We have made well over $1 million, $1 million in revenue from our rental business. Crazy to think. Crazy to sit there and say that, man. Damn. So don't ever let anyone tell you that it's not possible. This photo booth business, you guys, can be whatever you want it to be. For me, I'll be honest, the photo booth business, when I started off, was a way for me to have fun. I was, barely legal to drink, right? Going to events, having a good time, making some extra side money. I wasn't even charging that much, but it was a fun thing to do. And there was an opportunity a moment I had in my life where I was like, look, I'm not really satisfied in what I'm doing for a living. I really love this photo booth thing. And we went all out. I went all out, and we do it full time now. So my recommendation here is like, look, I don't want you guys to always be like, oh, congrats, Drew. Oh, you're killing it. I see you in your videos. I want to be that for you guys. So right now, make this a thing. If you watch my videos and I've helped you in any way, I want to celebrate you. I want to literally, you'll see on Photo Booth 101, whenever you guys are posting your photo booths at events, I'm sharing it because it is literally makes me the happiest in the world to see you guys out there making money. So please follow us on Instagram, photobooth101.com. Tag me in your posts, or just send me a message and just let me know, hey, Drew, I made $500 this event, or Drew, this weekend we have 2 events. I love celebrating you guys, and that is literally, you're not going to believe this, but like my passion is helping. That's why I created this YouTube channel. I was making content. You know, one of the first videos that I made that got a lot of views and really allowed me to really say like, okay, cool, like people care, is the giant game rental business. And I just love seeing you guys win. I love it. I love it. I love it. So like, that's why I love going on these lives. I love it when, you know, unknown user will sit here and talk about some, I believe you've said you've had some events recently, but yeah, just let me know whenever you guys are succeeding, whenever you guys are getting W's. I love celebrating the W's. I started back in 2013 with a Canon point and shoot. Bro, that's wild. That is a long time, Larry. Killing me, Larry. C note. What app do you recommend? Luma Booth always looks grainy. I'll be honest with you. It's not so much the software, I think. It's the way you're operating your booth. I can show you some photos. I might as well show you now. You want to see some photos from Luma Booth? It's because we're following... Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. Hi, comma. I will only be here for a few hours tomorrow in the morning, period. Are you able to meet at noon? Yeah, so let me show you. So if you're like complaining about your photos looking grainy on Luma Booth, it's most likely you. You have to make sure you have enough lighting, and that's mainly it. And I've noticed the closer the subjects are to the photo booth, the sharper they look. As to the further away they are, you're not catching as much detail. So here, let me show you guys an example of a photo with an iPad using Luma Booth. And we're talking about a 2020 12.9 iPad Pro. I'm not even using the newer iPads. I'm still rocking the older ones, and our photos look great. So let me just show you. Let me pull this event. Look. iPad photo booth. This was this weekend. Quality's great. You got to remember, lighting, more light, the more light, the better, and close. And if you have a hard time, more people don't have a hard time with the light, they have a hard time with the closeness. Just remember, the essence of a photo booth, essence, is a box, right? The first OG photo booth wasn't just an open air photo booth. It was literally a wooden box. People would walk in and take a photo where the camera is literally 3 feet away from your face. So that is the essence. Also, having a photo booth where it's far away, what fun is this? If the backdrop is here, and this is my friend. The fun is squeezing into a frame and making the photo happen. I think that's something that a lot of people lose sight on. So remember, lighting is key and distance is key with iPad photo booth. If you have a DSLR booth, you can go back and you can let the flash do its thing and have a high quality photo. But with the iPad, distance and lighting is everything. Greetings from Australia. Good to see you. I started in 2018 with a mirrored booth, but not its way. Wait, what? But not its way to do the iPad booth. Not sure what you meant there on the last part, but shout out. Unknown user, yes sir. Lots of events this month. Let's go, man. I think this month alone, I wouldn't be surprised if because we still have some spots open. That's what I love about December as a photo booth owner. December is probably the month where you're going to get a lot of last minute bookings and a lot of bookings during the week. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up around $30,000 in revenue for our company in just December. And like, that's me being like conservative. So December is great. if you just started right now, you're not going to really receive the benefits of December. I always say, I think you need at least a year in the business before you really notice the waves, right? Because you have your repeat customers and your referrals. But I freaking love December, man. It's great to end the year in a bang, having the busiest month of the year being December. And then having that January where it's a little slow, in February it's less slow, and then March things pick back up. It's like a good way to take a break, if that makes any sense. Yes, please. That's definitely great quality. Appreciate you. Shauna, in my photo booth experience, lighting helps grainy too. Yeah, lighting and distance, definitely. Oh, you meant it's so much easier. Got you. Yeah. But iPad booths are the easiest. They're simple, easy, portable, should be the most affordable option. And what I love about the iPad booths, you guys, is the main thing that I said here, simplicity. Check this out. iPad, your computer, your camera, right? This right here, this device is what allows us to have such a simple setup. iPad, photo booth stand that has the light. And right here now we have a digital photo booth. Look how simple this is. If it was a DSLR setup, you have your DSLR camera, you have your lens, you have your hot shoe mount, you have your flash, you have your computer, you have your hub, and then you have to power all that stuff. I don't know about you, but if I'm gonna run my business, I want something simple, portable, more affordable, and you put all of those together, you now have a beautiful recipe for a business that you can run unattended events. I'm talking drop-offs. I'm talking about pickups. Look, I started 10 years ago. I had the biggest, bulkiest setup, DSLR photo booth, and there was no way in hell that I can do a drop-off with a DSLR photo booth and have 100% confidence that it's gonna be fine when I'm gone. So I am team iPad for that reason, and look, we offer a DSLR photo booth setup, but it is a very it's an expensive luxury. But like, here's one thing. If you are going to say, what is the pros and cons of a photo booth? DSLR, the only things that I will give DSLR that it has over iPad booth are two things. Photo quality, you're going to get the best quality from a DSLR. And what I do love about DSLR booths are distance. You can be 15 feet back and have the flash do enough magic to where you can get a crispy photo. That's it though. And let's address it. So if the DSLR is going to mainly just give you a better quality photo, that must mean that the iPad photos are so bad that people are only going to want a DSLR. And I'll tell you the truth, most people don't even know we have a iPad photo booth. Our new customers just think we have a photo booth. They're not asking questions. What's your camera, right? I mean, you have some people that are photographers and they're also wanting to be customers, but most people do not give a shit what photo booth you have. How do the photos look? Perfect. That's all they care about. You'll be surprised. We have done events where the quality of our photo booth has looked better than some people that have DSLR, because remember, if you have a DSLR booth, you must know photography basics. That's the whole point. So most people with DSLR booths aren't taking the time to learn photography. They're doing everything in automatic, right? So just remember, if you have a DSLR booth, take the time, learn the settings. And shout out to all 16 people here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. What's that hat? Little reindeer hat, man. Got this, actually got this hat, this beanie, last Saturday. My wife got it for me. She took... We were at, okay, so this is also fun topic. We did an event for a corporate client on Friday and Saturday at this very big free festival. 300,000 people in 2 days, right? It was the coolest thing ever because my wife and I were like, look, we both don't need to be here and suffer. One of the days was 12 hours straight. I said, it was her idea. She goes, why don't we do hour shifts? I work 1 hour, you work 1 hour. And I was like, hell yeah. And that was the best thing we could ever do. And one of her breaks, she went out and she bought this beanie. She was like, it was $10, and she has one too. C note, blessings, appreciate you going into detail, struggling getting business, but you give me hope. Look, you guys, I am a dumbass. Like, literally, like, I am actually slow. I have learning disabilities. I have auditory processing. I'm very difficult for me to like learn things, and it takes me a lot longer. ADHD, anxiety, panic attacks, bipolar disorder, you name it, I probably have it, right? I was in special education from the age of 6 all the way through high school. Don't have a college degree, right? Like, if I can do this, why can't you? If you, it blows my mind. Like, the only thing that I do have is, luckily, I grew up in a little city called La Puente, where the mentality was just kind of like, we don't quit. And that's all I really think that I do have going for me. Like, I just refuse to give up. And maybe it's just, one of those things where you're just so dumb and just ignorant to where maybe most people would quit. I just have not quit. And that's the only reason I can really say that I think that we have success. And the biggest thing I can tell you guys today, we're talking about motivation, is don't give up. Tomorrow can be the day you win. I'm telling you, you don't need much in this business to be successful. If you can just shift your mind really quick and just absorb this info. All it takes, six very high quality relationships, 6 of them, to have a business that can make you life-changing money. I don't give a shit if you ever run an ad. It doesn't matter if you do wedding expos. You can make very good money with just 6 relationships. A couple venue managers, a few photo booth companies that are always booked when they're giving you their overflow of work, a couple wedding planners. That's all it takes is 6. Do you understand? That's 6 people, right? That's like, you could fit those people in a minivan. So just think of this. If you can build these relationships, 6 of them, 6 people that will literally be sales representatives of your photo booth business that are promoting your business for free because they like you and they think that you provide value. And I'm here to tell you the blueprint, how to build relationships properly. Just remember, and I said this on TikTok earlier, I was live on TikTok, you don't deserve anything. These are the people that I see have the biggest success, that they feel like they have to earn everything. And this is my mentality. It was maybe the way I was raised or brought up, but like, I need to tell you this. You don't deserve shit. Just because you have a photo booth doesn't mean that you deserve anything. And building relationships is about providing value and being consistent and handling business the proper way. So if you start off a relationship, hey, my name's Drew, I would love for you guys to tell your the people that are getting married or whatever at your venue to hire my company. You've already lost. Think about how many people are going to call a venue, reach out to a venue, and try to be the preferred vendor. This is how somebody that I think, and this is how we do it, and everybody that I've mentored does it, finds success. My name is Drew. I own Drew's Photo Booth. I would love to offer somebody at your venue in the week or 2 weeks coming up a free photo booth, completely free, no strings attached. All we want is just a 3 to 5 minute conversation on how we can benefit the venue and work together. Does that sound fair? That's it. You notice how I didn't start this conversation off with, I would love to get booked. I would love to get your clients to hire me. No one cares, you guys. They don't care. They don't care about your business. They don't care about what you have to offer. Look, people have their own lives. I get hit up every day, people wanting something from me. And guess what? I don't have the time. These venues also don't have the time. So unless you can provide value, like, that's how you do it. And you take a chance. Maybe you do the event for free and nothing pans out. But guess what? You should never be in a situation where a free event gives you nothing. I'm about to put you on game here again. Look, you can do one free event at a venue. 150 people at this free event. Let's just say 50 of the people don't use the booth. You get 100 people to use the booth. Guess what? That's 100 emails or phone numbers. You got to get into the habit to say, hey, we'll do this event for free. However, we will reach out to the people for marketing purposes. So at the end of the event, you have 100 phone numbers or emails. That's 100 chances that you have to close a deal. Let's just say you're not the best, right? Your pitch is weak. Let's just give you 3%. 3% rate of return, converting somebody into a customer. Well, guess what? That's 3 events. And on average, if you're charging $500 per event, you created $1,500 out of a free event. So there's always an angle that you can take. Me personally, if I have 100 chances, I'm probably closing maybe at least 10%. And the trick is, look, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. If you have the emails, you can send out a mass email. Thanks for using the photo booth at the wedding last night. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you can't find your photo, you let me know. I'll go ahead and get that to you. However, we do want to reach out to you with a promotion. If you have an event coming up within the next year or two and you want to reserve it at our current rate, let us know. We can book you today. And if you book today, we'll give you XYZ. Only valid today. That's the end of the email. So you're giving them an incentive to give you that deposit. So if you just start off, you're charging $500, the deposit's $250. You can literally create $250 for your business, just with the phone call, maybe with a text message or an email. But you have to put the pressure on them. This is only valid today. Don't give them that like, yeah, whenever you're ready. Like, no, there needs to be pressure. If I'm going to give you something, you have to give me something. And you giving me something is you doing it sooner. So let's get to these questions here. It's way too much for DSLR. You need at least 2 hours just to set up. It depends on which booth. So we actually I'll have it in my hands. I'm excited. By the end of next week, we're going to have the Deluxe Pro. It's going to be a DSLR iPad version of the Deluxe booth. And that photo booth is literally no more than a 20-minute setup, maybe 15 minutes. All right. Most people don't care. They just want the prints, and they try to keep the props. Absolutely. Sounds like you've had some experiences for sure. Unknown user. On occasion, I get asked for a DSLR booth, but most of the time they don't care. I get many compliments on the technology of the iPad booth. Absolutely. And I'll be honest with you. They just look better. I don't know if it's just me. I love the look of the ring light. I love the simplicity of it. Sometimes these DSLR booths have so much stuff going on. Like, I just love how modern and sleek these are. And most people do agree, like our clients, we always get compliments on the setup too. What is that? AM Bayat. That's really hard to say. Production. Do you use manual or auto setting for the DSLR booth? Always manual setting. I'm never doing okay, look, if you're doing a drop off, your camera settings always should be automatic because you cannot be there to control or adjust the settings if they turn the lights off. So always automatic settings for drop offs. And if you're going to be there, you should be doing manual settings to get the most crispiest, well exposed, well lit photo possible. Cindy, add the beanie to our uniform. Bro, that would be so cool. Maybe for the holidays, huh? I think I'm actually going to wear, you know what? I'm going to wear this. I'm going to make Monse wear it too. I'll convince her. I'm sure I don't even need to convince her. She's probably down already. But yeah, I think maybe for the holidays, we'll rock this beanie. So we have this weekend, 7 to 8 events. 8. It is 8. 8 events. And 5 of them are from just one client. This is what I love about corporate, man. I was talking about it earlier on TikTok. I did a live on TikTok, and corporate's where it's at. If you want to make the most money possible, I mean, really try to get those corporate jobs. I'm very proud. I'm proud of you. Thank you for being here. You're killing me, Larry. I came from Belinda Workman High School. You know what's funny, Larry? I grew up across the street from La Puente High School. Some of my friends went to Workman, so I know exactly where that's at. So that's literally like, I don't know, maybe like 3 miles down from where I grew up. Unknown user, you're entitled to nothing and you're accountable for everything. That's life. Facts. 100% true. Chicano is saying, you are absolutely correct. Drew, the power of one more free event, one more IG post, one more business card, one more day, we will break through. Let's fucking go. Let's go. I'm serious. I'm serious, you guys. You need to get excited about this. Everything you've been working for and wanting for can happen tomorrow. So let's work today to increase those chances of that happening tomorrow. And I'm here to tell you, if you guys have time to join these lives, to watch the videos, what the fuck? Get to work. Get to work. It's going to happen. The life you want, the money you want exists. You have to just do the work. Fall in love with the work. And you know, for me, one thing that I've done in my brain to keep myself motivated and consistent with working, I've forced myself to fall in love with the process of the things that are not fun, right? Like the research of things and all of this. But the way I've worked it into my brain is every single day, I need to, when it comes to time to lay in bed, I need to make sure when it's time to sleep that I've earned it. So I'm not on Netflix binge watching movies when there's shit to do. I'm just telling you guys, like, just get into the habit of getting to a point where every single day you're proud of the work you've done and have the mindset that tomorrow could be the day where you do make one of those 6 connections, right? We're calling it the power of 6 here, I guess. All it takes is 6 relationships. Maybe tomorrow is the day you get one of those infinity stones and you could throw it onto your little glove, right? So I love that, man. Can I pin this comment? I can pin this. I'm going to pin this here. From Chicano. Love that. Listen, I did my cousin's funeral in Maryland. It was a hit. I had a pic. I had his pic at the bottom of the photo strip. Get your photo booth business for the street fairs of Christmas parties, for block parties, whatever. Yeah, I've done a few funerals too. And to be honest with you, one of the funerals that I did was actually more active than an actual party that most parties we do. It was for this Irish family. It was so lit. Like, people were taking shots of whiskey. I remember like being there and people being like, that motherfucker. Like, I can't even do he was like, I'm trying to do an Irish accent. And he goes, that son of a bitch would have a terrible time here. We're throwing a terrible party. Good thing he's dead. And they all laughed. And I'm just like, I thought about it. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But then I'm like, no, they're celebrating the life. And apparently the person that had passed was one of those people. And I'm like that. I love talking shit to my friends and about my friends. That's just the way we are. It's just the way it happened. We grew up. You can call me old. I'm 35 years old. But back in the day, you knew you had a friend when you would talk bad about them in their face, but say nothing but the best things behind their backs. In today's age, it is the opposite, where you say nothing but good things to their face, and then when they're gone, it's nothing but bad things. Maybe I'm old. I don't know. But yeah, man, that freaking funeral opened up my eyes, and I will never forget that. So, Mando, what's up, Mando? DJ La Mafia is saying, I wish I could go meet you in person. Me too, my friend. I am pretty sure I'm going to be at the Photo Booth Expo. I think it's February. I'm probably not going to have a booth. I mean, it's like 50-50, but I think I need to make that trip. So if you guys are planning on going, might I say, look, I will either be at the Photo Booth Expo or I will be in Vegas around that time. And maybe we can all meet up. So I don't know if you guys want to go to that. So if you are, we can plan on it. Just let me know. Raul is saying, is Honeybook Basic sup? What's up? What's the rest of the questions? Is Honeybook Basic sup? Is Honeybook Basic subscription? Okay, there we go. Is Honeybook Basic subscription enough for beginners to set up contracts and payments? You need to go to Honeybook, and then you can see on their website, go to honeybook.com. You can see what is included in the tiers. You need to definitely make sure you're looking and you're seeing what is included. Me personally, we get the best of the best. We have the highest one because we want every feature that they have, and I think the most expensive one is worth it, but you need to just see in what do you need? If you need this and it's not included in the basic, then maybe you need to go over one. It was lit is how it's supposed to be in my to be at my funeral. Better be lit. Also, somebody better be doing the photo booth at mine. I love it. Yeah, so I already told if I ever die, trust me, I have a note. You trust me, I love you guys so much. You guys are literally in my death, my death request. I want there's a video I recorded that I want uploaded to YouTube and to TikTok. Basically inviting all of you guys to like a version of the funeral. And I have a rule that I don't want anyone to be sad or upset. It just doesn't make sense to me for my wedding. And I also told my wife too, like, because I'm definitely going before she does. One of the rules are you cannot spend a lot of money. Yeah, and I told her too. I was like, look, if it's over 10 grand, just throw me in the trash. Just throw a party. We'll rent out Chuck E. Cheese or something and invite everyone to hang out. But yeah, I totally feel you on that. I don't want it like to be like a big, really like a big deal and expensive too. Michael almost missed the live. What's up, brother? Good to see you, Michael. Ricardo, question: when you book your drop off to be delivered by 11 a.m. Well, I think you mean when people book my photo booth to be delivered by 11 a.m. and you have a few to drop off. What do? You have attendants that help you? The question was asked in a really weird way, but I know what you're asking. This is important. First of all, in the booking form and the contracts that we have, let's talk about the booking form. We are asking questions. When do you want the rental to start? When do you want it to end? So if they say we want it to start at 11 a.m. and we want it to end at 11 p.m., we also ask, when's the earliest we can come to set up? Very important question. So if they say 11 a.m. is the start time, but they say I can come at 9 p.m. early to set up, I can come there at 9, drop that off, then go to my next event that starts at 11, then drop that one off. So we're asking for the time, the window frame of the time that we can come to set up that photo booth. 0 attendance normally, except this weekend, we're gonna have 1 attendant. We're hiring my mother-in-law to be an attendant at one of the events, just because this corporate event that corporate client that we have, they want an attendant. It's gonna be cool. I'll show you guys. It's gonna be a photo booth with the Santa Claus at like a furniture store for one of the clients. So that's how we do it. And also, if you guys don't have contracts for your business, you guys, you need photo booth rental contracts. And if you don't have any, you're in luck. This is a deal I'm only doing live. So if you watch this video at a later time and you hit me up, Drew, can I get that deal? The answer is no. You got to join the live. So here's the deal. We sell the contracts on our Photo Booth 101 website, contracts that we have prepared ourselves, been reviewed by a lawyer, multiple revisions, 10 years of experience. It's a bundle of 4 documents. 2 of them are contracts. One's if you're doing a digital event, whether it's a drop-off or an attended, and one is if you're doing prints. Completely different beast. Other 2 documents, right? You have the 2 contracts. The other 2 ones are freebies. One's a booking form, a bunch of questions that you need answers to provide the service. And then the other one is a template form form, where you're asking questions so you can make the template. So normally, so the sell price we've been selling them at is $150. After the sell is over, it's going to be $299. However, I am live. If you need contracts and you want a good deal, just put the word contract in the comments. I will lower the price from $150 down to just $80 while I'm live. So just say that. More than happy to do that. You guys, 15,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. We just did that earlier this week or last week? Last week. 15,000 people. That blows my mind. So if you want that, let me know. I'll be more than happy to lower that. You can literally buy them on the website, download them digitally. You can use them for your own business. There's blank spaces for your name, blank spaces for your customer's name. They're Word documents, so you can add things, remove things. You can upload it. You can have it into your software, Honeybook or DocuSign. So if you want those, just put the word contract. I will leave it live for 5 to 10 minutes before we end the live. It's almost been 40 minutes, which is good. Damn, this went by quick. Omar, What advice would you give a young fella? Great question. Damn. What advice would I give young me? I can't tell you, I don't know you personally, but if I were to talk to my old self and give advice, the advice would be, oh man, damn, this is deep. To a young me, I would say, don't get caught up in the short-term pleasure, and just remember that the things that are hard in this life are the things that are the most rewarding. And I would tell the younger version of myself not to get caught up in the quick come up, and to, at a young age, I would tell her, like, hey, really make these long-term moves. You know, when you're young, you don't really have a good understanding of time because you haven't been alive too long. And if you're 20, you may say that's 20 years. Well, guess what? 18 of those years that you've been 20, you really didn't have the rights to be an adult. You can't even buy a pack of cigarettes, let alone make these decisions. So, like, just remember, when you're young, and this is the hardest thing I could say to you. I don't want to freak you out, but just remember that you're gonna get old, right? You're gonna get old. You're gonna get to a point to where you can't work anymore. And I don't know about you guys. I kind of did almost all of that stuff. Most of the stuff that I'd recommend to you is don't get caught up in the short-term pleasure. That's the main thing, man. When people are young, like, going out and having all that fun, it's great, but I don't want to get canceled for this. I don't know how young you are, but I could say this. This is my opinion. I 100% think college is a scam, unless you want to be a doctor or anything. But if your goal is to make money and you think going to school is the solution, you've already made a bad business move. Hate to say it. These schools do not care about you. You're a money sign. So if your goal is to be a business owner, or you just want to make money, like, the best thing you can do is just learn, and honestly, when you're young, just make as many risky moves as possible. There we go. That is another one, is to take chances when you're young. It's not as easy to take a big chance when you're 30, 35 years old and you have a family, you have a wife that depends on you, and people in your family that depend on you. It's easier to take these chances when you're younger, when people aren't depending on you. There we go. Ricardo, thank you. That helps out. So grateful for all your info and videos you put out. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. This is a completely different video than I've ever made. Most of the videos are like tutorials, talking about getting leads, podcasts. This is just solely just motivation and mindset. And a good friend of mine said, like, hey, Drew, like, this is a while ago. This is like a 3-year ago conversation. We're talking about like superhero powers, and, he was like, oh, what would your superpower be? And I mean it. And I said this 3 years ago, and I still mean it. I think the superpower of motivation and being able to give that, or just have your own, would be it. Because without motivation is the first step of anything getting done, right? The Constitution, there was motivation first, then that's created. Motivation is literally step one of anything. And imagine having an endless amount of that. And it's not easy, you guys. Definitely not easy. Cindy, how's the Jackery sponsorship coming along? It's not going well. I'm getting ghosted. I've sent already 2 emails. I'm going to send one more email, and I'll be honest, if I don't hear back from them, I'll probably move on to a different company. Yeah. I have the email. I sent them an email when I had 1,300. Here, I'll pull this email up. I'm on the wrong phone. I sent them an email when I had 1,300 subscribers. I said, hey, love the product. I want to be I want a partnership. I know you guys have like influencers, And they sent me a response and they said, "Hi, thanks for reaching out. Unfortunately, the minimum requirement to work with Jackery's influencer program is 15,000 followers. Please reach back out when you've grown your audience." And I kid you not, that was like one of the, when I told you guys earlier, I do things in my head to help me like keep me motivated, because there's plenty of times where I don't want to do anything. How can I say this without bragging? You'll make a certain amount of money in life where money isn't so much a motivator. And for a lot of us, like a lot of people, like money is a big motivation, right? If you don't have enough money for bills, or if you don't have enough money to buy the things you want. But I'm past that. And I'm not saying this to like flex or brag or anything, but like money is not so much a motivator. I have enough money, right? I've sacrificed my youth to working, and like I'm telling you guys, I like hustle with Drew, I have always been a hustler. I didn't go to prom because I wanted to work. Like, I am that guy. So money isn't so much something where it's like motivating me. And there was a time where I was lost. I was like, I was just like, what's my purpose, this and that, and went to, found God, went to church, and now my whole thing is like, I just want to help. And the Jackery thing was one of those things where it's like, perfect. Now I have the bar. It needs to be 15,000 subscribers so I can work with Jackery and have them give me free products to do giveaways to my audience. I don't even want money from them. I just want them to to allow me to say, we have a Jackery sponsorship. We're going to give away. And this is what it blows my mind, because their whole marketing campaign is selling items to people that are campers. But like, I can almost guarantee we've sold more Jackeries than some of these influencers with 100,000 followers. We're selling something that people actually need for their business. So like, if they want to ghost me, that's fine. I'll go to Anchor if I have to. I don't really care. But I mean, I'm going to send out one more email. Part of me wanted to do a video day one of trying to get Jackery's attention, so we can work with them. And I was like, I could do that. That'd probably get their attention. But I don't know if I want to do that. So that's where we're at. Love your antlers. Appreciate you. Yeah, my wife has one too. Because of Cindy, I think we're gonna wear these this weekend. Thank you for giving your time to us. My pleasure, my friend. Omar, that was great, man. Thanks, really. I'm 19, by the way. Yeah, man. Omar, bro, and I know, again, I'm gonna be that old guy that's saying shit that's not like, Omar, you need to surround yourself with good men, like good men. Men. I'm not talking people. I'm saying men. You need mentors. You need to have people, men in your life that you could look at and you could say, like, I would like to be like that. And my main advice to you too, Omar, be over everything I've said, is lean on God. If you have faith, lean in on your faith. And I mean to say this, you guys, this is something that's been like heavy on my heart and something I've been thinking a lot lately. Like, when they say God doesn't give you more than you can handle, have you guys heard that? Like, in the chat, tell me if you've ever heard that, or if that's something that you live by. God won't give you anything that you can't handle. I'm here to tell you that that's bullshit. God will give you things that you physically, mentally, emotionally cannot handle, so you can let God handle it for you. It's a cheat code. God will give you things that are difficult so you can ask, hey, take this off my chest. And I'm telling you guys, as someone that was in a situation that there was so much that I couldn't handle it. You may not know this, but I was clinically depressed for a year and a half after being diagnosed with bipolar disorder, in the hospital on a 151, meaning tried to kill myself, did not want to be on this earth, depressed. And for a year and a half, I think I went outside maybe 15 times. Like government assistance, no money, no hope. And here I am in my mind, God won't give me more than I can handle. I'm doing fine. Then it took me to realize like, oh, I can't handle this. Then surrendered my life completely and everything changed. I went from someone having like anxiety every day about the dumbest things. And today I don't worry about anything. Shit happens. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, like all I can do is what I can do. And if there's things that are like weighing on you, things that are hard, like you don't have to do that alone. It's like having a credit card and not using the benefits of it. Use the benefits. And the benefits of having faith is you don't need to be worried about these worldly problems. Be more concerned of bigger things. Like maybe where do you go when you pass away? There's two places. Where do you want to go? I'd focus on that. All right. So depressed. Damn. Why? What happened? SMGR. I don't know if you had a comment before that. Sometimes YouTube will like remove comments. So I don't know if you had a first part of that. Raul is saying, I noticed the print photo rental contract doesn't have the Wi-Fi LTE connection advisory on the term section. Should I add it on there? Yes, 100%. Add it in if you're doing both, 100%. And that's what I love about these contracts is they're both valid. So you can take parts from one and transfer it to the other, and it still applies. Michael, heard that. Love it, love it. Appreciate you guys. Ricardo, I see you. Omar, much love. Jasmine, thank you for sharing your mental health story. Absolutely. Look, man, we're talking about motivation, and I know this is going to sound hard. If you have a hard time growing your business and you have a hard time doing things for yourself to better yourself, I hate being this guy, but we have a big problem in this country, not even in the country, in the world, where people aren't in love with themselves. They don't have enough self-love. And it's hard to do something for yourself when you don't truly love who you are and love being alone. This is something I've learned for the longest. It was how can I say this, man? You can't help other people in your life if you're not right yourself and you have that love for yourself. It has to start off with yourself. And it took me the longest time, and I mean, my family story is not the best, for the longest time I didn't have that love for myself because I don't think I had it growing up. Dad wasn't around, mom, mental illness, drugs, killed herself when I was 15, rotating people in my life. My aunt took care of me for 4 years, 5 years, and then my mom was in and out, and then my dad was there for a few years, and it was tough, right? So like growing up when I was younger, especially as a man, right? I'm like, what's my identity? Like it was tough. It was tough. And it's also a blessing too, because, maybe that's probably why I didn't go to school or want to go to college, because I don't know. It's deep, man. I don't want to get too deep here. Maybe this is like a therapy session, but like, put yourself first. And that way you can, if you put yourself first and you really help yourself, you can put yourself in a position where you can help others. It's like that classic, you're on an airplane and they're telling you like, hey, if those masks go down, your instinct may be, let me help my daughter. Let me help my wife. Let me help my nephew. But you have to put your mask on first so that you can breathe. That way you can assist everyone else. And it's the same thing here with this business, man. With business in general. Yeah, man. And I'm like, dude, if you're in a place where you feel broken or anything, like I'm telling you, if you have faith or you need a purpose, you could find that through Jesus. That's been me. I'm not here to convert anyone. I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to let you know that that's the most important thing in my life. And that would be my biggest piece of advice to anyone that is young. like Omar was saying, like 19. I know when you're young, it's different, man. When I was a kid, it was like, I thought I knew everything, and I thought it was cool to be like anti-religious and talk about the Big Bang as if that is not a miracle in itself, right? So, yeah. All right. It does make it harder to start a business. Absolutely. Facts. Jeff, being happy, hard to share. Jeff is also saying it's easy to help people who's poor. They are rich. When rich people are rich too, they will forget the poor or homeless people. All right. Explore beef. Oh, wow. Explore the fun in real estate live streaming. Explore USA. Okay. All right. I guess that's spam. But yeah. Some other motivation here, right, is if you want to make the most money in the photo booth business, you have to have a few things. Okay, and this is also something too. We're going to dive more into that. You have to understand that you may not be your customer. And I know this is going to be hard to hear. If I'm shopping for a photo booth, my company would not be the company I would want to hire. I'm just being honest. And it's important to try to understand who your customer is and the mindset that they have. It's really important, because if you're running your business like, if I was my customer, if I'm operating because if I'm a customer, it's okay to have that in some aspects of your business. But like the biggest piece of advice is to be like, understand who your actual customers are, where they're at, where their attention's at, and what their needs are. So if you want to make the most money in this business, is to have a plan for your business, who has your money, right? And where the attention is. And business is as simple as this. Photo booth business. Here we go. It's about getting eyes on your business. That's the step one. If there's no eyes on your business, no one knows about your business. If no one knows about your business, no one's booking you. If no one's booking you, you're not making any money. So getting eyes on your business, you could do this in a few ways, my friends. Marketing, right? We're talking through ads, through networking, through free events, through organic social media posts, you name it. Like, it's just people hearing about your business, seeing and hearing about your business. And once you realize you don't need to be good at everything, you only need to be right one time, and I mean this, that's all you need. That's all you need. I know people killing it on Facebook ads. I know a few people like my mentor that don't do Facebook ads, Instagram ads. They don't do networking. 1,000% of their business is from Google ads. There's people like me. I don't really spend any money on ads. Very rarely. Sometimes I do, but for the most part, my leads are coming through networking. So like, you have to try everything and try it for a little bit. Yes, you may lose some money on maybe spending some money with Google ads or Facebook ads, but once you notice something is working, my suggestion is take your time off what's not working and double, triple, quadruple down on what's working. That's it. We're only here for a small time, right? So with that being said, we're not going to be here for a long time. We're going to be here for a small time. Speed is everything. And I just want you guys to know, you don't need to be right at everything. And I think you're better off just focusing on what's working versus trying to make something that's not working work. So, how do you send a template form or booking form if I don't have a website? You can use Google. There's like a Google Forms you can use. You can use Honeybook. They both have forms. Jeff Lee, you need to like or love people. Absolutely. Ricardo, dude, you are a role model. Glad you shared. Give you so much more respect than I already had. May you be blessed and keep blessing. Man, I appreciate you, my friend. Love that. Love that, man. Appreciate you, Ricardo. Nice. Appreciate you. And if you don't need one, how don't do it email? What are you talking about? How don't do it email? Sorry, Raul, I don't understand the question. But yeah, man, if you guys don't have your contracts, let me know. That deal still stands. If you want to get the contracts at a good deal at the live, it's just 80 bucks. Just put the word contract. I'll do it. I'll be live for another minute. If anyone wants to jump on that, if not, no worries, no big deal. But just remember, you guys, contracts are not just for you. They're for your customers to have peace of mind. I've heard stories of people not having contracts, losing out on corporate jobs because they get asked, hey, can you send over a contract? And they're like, I don't have one. That screams newbie. It's the worst thing you can do. Contracts are good for a few reasons. Number one, it is what I like to call an assumption killer. It kills all assumptions. I'm not just talking about like it providing what services are going to be provided, right? Like 3 hours, prints, XYZ. It kills the assumptions of like, hey, what happens if the photo booth internet stops? Well, that will mean that people won't get their photos instantly. They have to wait until we get back to it. The assumption from the customer standpoint, if they don't know about this, if they're at their event, you guys, and they put their phone number in, 20 minutes goes by and they don't have the photo, in their mind, they're going to assume scammed. They're going to assume this shit's not working. So it's an assumption killer. So if it happens, oh, the internet's probably slowed down, right? Like they can't go back to you and say, hey, the photo booth isn't working, this or that. I want a refund, or people didn't get their photos right away. I want a partial refund. No, ma'am, sir. Oh, let's just say ma'am. It's usually a woman that's booking a photo booth and complaining about it. It's a woman, right? Men barely book, in my experience. I know you guys probably have that same experience, but like, it's an assumption killer. Also, it goes over model release, goes over what happens. Hey, you're responsible for damage. And two, I know a lot of customers, you guys, like 100%, when they sign a contract, it's peace of mind to them. Like perfect, like it's in writing, we're good, I don't have to worry about this, versus sending somebody half of a deposit or a deposit, whatever, or paid in full, then kind of being like, shit, like what if they don't show up? We didn't sign a contract. So like, just do it, and look, even if you're doing a free event, you need a contract in place, you do. So, all right, Cindy, should I take my booth to my full-time holiday party tomorrow? 100%. Cindy, if you can, I would bring it. It would be a little boost of morale for your coworkers and whatnot. I'd do it for sure. And who knows, maybe you get a booking, or maybe they factor you into the next holiday party. I see that happen all the time. Jake Hudson liked and shared. Let's go. Unknown user. Good night, Drew. Great live tonight. Hit the like button, everybody. Love it. Have a good night, my friend. All right, Vivian. Here we go, Vivian. So, Vivian, we're going to do something really, really special here today. Okay, Vivian? I said $80. I lied to you. I'm not going to sell them to you for 80 bucks. I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is I'm going to drop it down to 70. It has never been this cheap before. I think before we went down to 75, but this is a very special live where I'm still celebrating the 15,000 subscribers. So Vivian, I'm going on the website for you. Let's hook Vivian up. Also, Vivian, I'm going to, once you place the order, I'm going to also reply in an email giving you every single digital prop that we sell for Luma Booth. That's like a $40 value. So if you have Luma Booth, you're going to have all of the Photo Booth 101 digital props. So let me go here, change the price here for Vivian. So you'll see the $299 price slashed, and you're going to see $70 as the price here. Appreciate you, Vivian. Thank you for being here. And it is now live on the website. It's a new record, guys. Record, $70. Photo Booth 101, my friend. Bam. Right there, live for you. And I'll have this live, Vivian, for the next, should we do 10 more minutes? 10 minutes. At 6:56 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going back on here and changing the price back. So, Vivian, if you struggle to find the contracts on the website, let me know. I'll walk you through it. Dwayne, my 10-year-old and I watched you a few nights ago, and now he wants to help me. You motivated him. Damn. That's crazy, man. He's 10 and he watches. Cool. I love that, bro. We will talk sometime. Absolutely. Philip, I'm the only Android user in the family. Is there a way to use my Samsung Galaxy Tab for the photo booth? Okay, this is how you use your Samsung tablet for a photo booth. This is what you do. You get the tablet. So if you guys are wondering how to use a tablet for a photo booth, let me tilt this down really quick. Hold up. Hold on. You get the tablet and you put it underneath the photo booth, and it's gonna help aim the photo booth a little bit higher. Or you can use the tablet to add a little bit of weight to your photo booth. That joke was a lot better in my head. To be honest with you, man, those tablets are garbage. Don't use it for a photo booth. The camera quality's trash. Those devices never last longer than 3 years. There's a reason why people are using iPads, and the few reasons are reliability. And let me show you something, Philip. Look. This iPad is 4 years old. 2020 iPad Pro. You can even say 5 years because this came really technically 2019, right? Like, this thing is rock solid still. Build quality is amazing. The software that's available for iPad, outstanding. You're not going to find a better software for a Galaxy tablet. And I know they're affordable. I get this question every day. Hey, can I run a photo booth business off a tablet? The answer is probably, but don't. So iPad all the way. Trust me. Before I started getting iPads for my photo booths, I was a Galaxy Android person. I love the fact that it's more cheaper to have one. I love that you can customize things, but these are simple, reliable, and will not let you down if you're doing it correctly. Android, those things, think about it. What is the quality of a 5-year-old Galaxy? You know what I mean? That's my 2 cents. There's a reason why all these businesses, if you go into like a restaurant or like a warehouse, like everyone's using, even in Amazon, they're using iPads because they're just more reliable. So, Vivian, if you're still here, let me show you really quick. We have 6 more, is it 6 more minutes? 7 more minutes. Just go to photobooth101.com. Boom. You're going to scroll down here. You're going to see where it says resources. Tap the resource page. You're going to click on the contract with people shaking hands. And boom. Right there. You can order it right there. Boom, right there. So you're welcome, Philip. Yeah. So motivation for your business. You know, another thing that helps me out, you guys, is like 2 things. I'm in a constant state of just being grateful for what I already have. And it's just a great place to be in every day, just starting your day, instead of just starting your day off with like, I need this, I don't have this, like, I need to make more money. Instead, start your day off with like, I'm happy with what I have. I'm happy that I'm alive. I'm grateful for my wife. I'm grateful for my husband. I'm grateful for my kids, my dog. It's just a better way to start your day. I mean it, man. Like, I think it's underrated, like, not having like a ritual in the morning. Like, I do that. That helps me tremendously. And, you know, on my way to work or right before I work, you know, when I have those days where I'm like, fuck, I don't feel like doing it. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. I wasn't going to come in today. Tuesday is a day where, like, technically, like, my wife and I are like, Tuesday's our day off. We just, like, joke about it. But, like, I didn't want to come in today. And when I have these days, I remind myself that these are the days that are the best. Like, this live was probably one of my favorite lives ever. And, like, it wouldn't have happened if I didn't show up to work today, right? Or if I didn't come into the office. And And today is crazy. I came here to the store, which I wasn't going to. I don't have to be here I'm not here unless I don't have to be, most part, for the most part. But like somebody random came into the store and I had a great conversation with them. They were just walking by and they're like, oh, what's this about? Came in, 30-minute conversation, and now he's a photo booth owner. Yeah. He came in and then 20 minutes in the conversation, he goes, I'm gonna call my wife, like, let's do it. And like the story was like insane. Like lost his job and just randomly, like a couple weeks ago, one of the uncles passed away, left the family a bunch of money, and like now it's just like it's a perfect sign. We have this money, no job, now I have time and I have a little bit of money, and it's just crazy, man. And that wouldn't have happened if I wasn't here. So, all right, Bob, what's up, Bob? Good to see you. I know you like HoneyBook, but have you ever looked at Odoo? I'm currently considering between them at the moment. I have probably watched over 12 hours of your videos over the past 10 days. Damn, man, that's a lot of time. Bob, I'll be honest with you. I've never heard of Odoo. I can almost guarantee you that HoneyBook is better. I'm pretty good at knowing the other CRMs. Another CRM that I would say maybe look into, Vivian, I got it. Thank you, Vivian. Perfect. Let's go ahead and change that price back. So Vivian now holds that record. But yeah, so HoneyBook's great. CheckCherry is great. There's Boothbook. I think it's called Boothbook. Those would be the three that I would say to look into. Awesome. So sale price is ended for that. Appreciate you, Vivian. Vivian, let me know if you have any questions about those. After the live, I'm going to also send you the digital props that we have for Luma Booth. It's going to be in it's going to be in a Google, what is it called? A Google Drive? Google Drive. But appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I will look into all of them before your next live. Yeah, Boothbook and then CheckCherry. Those are the other two major players, and they're very similar to HoneyBook. Why I like HoneyBook is they're not the cheapest, and honestly, too, not really even the easiest to use. There's a big learning curve, but HoneyBook's customer service is by far the best. And I love doing business with people that have great customer service. It's for Photo Booth 101. I take pride that I think we have the best customer service for people that need photo booth equipment. Like people are calling and they're dealing directly either with me or my wife. I have a cell phone dedicated solely for Photo Booth 101. So, yeah. I really, really, really love HoneyBook's customer service. And I love that HoneyBook is very innovative and always adding things. To me, I think they're like leading the industry when it comes to these CRMs. So, in a zip folder, since its files are compressed. I'm not sure what you're saying. Chicano, what do you mean exactly? Ricardo, I bought Wix. I regretted it. Should have gone with HoneyBook. Well, look, check it out. HoneyBook isn't a website. HoneyBook is like if you want forms and you want a contract signed. So if you're talking about a hosting website for your business, I love GoDaddy. Squarespace is great, but we like using GoDaddy because it's simple, but also they have pretty decent customer service too. So whenever there's an issue, we can get someone on the phone within like 5 minutes. But yeah, GoDaddy, I've used Wix in the past, and it's not my favorite, but it's not the worst. Cool. All right, you guys, I'm ending the live, a 74-minute banger live. And again, if you guys had time to join me here, listen to me ramble and yap, you have time to grow your business. Whatever time you spent on the live, you should have at least double that for your business today. I'm talking about working on getting the six you need, right? The 6 people in this business to elevate you and get you guys fully booked. So, what I'm suggesting is let's just start it off with the easiest. Try to find local photo booth owners that are crushing it. people that are doing work all the time. So this is a great place to go on Instagram. Look for other photo booth owners in your area. Stalk them a little bit. Look at their profiles. See if they've done a lot of events. You can even kind of stalk them by seeing their templates that maybe have, maybe their templates have the date on it. You can easily see if someone's done an event last weekend or this weekend or whatever coming up. So try to find a local photo booth owner. Make yourself valuable. Hey, Drew here, also a local photo booth owner. We are aspiring to be where you're at one day. If there's anything we can ever do for you, or if you ever need an attendant, or if you, whatever, make yourself valuable. And the goal should be become friends with this person. Whatever you have to do, become friends. And friends take care of each other. Hey, Drew, guess what? I have an event. I can't do it. Are you free? Absolutely. This is something that happens all the time. I think just myself, I've given out maybe 5 jobs, 6 jobs this past week, and I'm one person. Unfortunately, I don't just have one person that I give jobs to because we have Photo Booth 101 and I like spreading them out. But if I'm just some random guy that has no community, no group chat with like hundreds of people in it, I'm typically going to work with 1 to 2 people. So find yourself a Drew, or find yourself someone like Cindy that's pretty booked most of the time, or who else in here is doing a lot of events? I think Ricardo. Michael, Michael, I'm not quite sure if you are. But anyways, you guys get what I'm saying here. So DJ La Mafia, when you have something in San Diego, I'm always available. Bro, wow. Yesterday. Oh, my God. Yeah, we have an event in San Diego this Saturday, but I already hired somebody to white label it. Damn. Okay, DJ La Mafia, send me a DM on Instagram. Send me a DM, for sure. Dwayne, thank you for the contracts, boss. Oh, shoot. Oh, you ordered it too. Okay. Okay, hold on, guys. Cool. So we got 2 of you guys got those contracts. The deal price is back at $150. So if you guys are watching this at a later time, just understand it's only for the lives. DJ La Mafia. No, send it to Photo Booth 101. Yeah, Photo Booth 101. Thanks for everything. Let's go. Love it. Love it. Perfect. Thank you guys. God bless. I will see you not tomorrow, most likely on Thursday, right? What is today? On Thursday. See you guys. Take care.